Welcome back to Look Who's Talking.
And we're back. It's Zach and Zach. We're back. Look who's talking. Been a couple weeks, a lot going on in the sports landscape. Sorry for the delay last week. Had a last-minute vacation to Bora Bora with the wife.
This guy, Zach, took the vacation of a lifetime.
It was incredible. Just absolutely phenomenal, if I could say so myself. This room was fantastic. The wife loved it. Macaroons complimentary on the house for the Bogosians.
Oh, my God.
Had a bottle of champagne and wine ready for us by the time we got to the room. We're in one of those bungalows, you know? You know those bungalows, Zach?
Literally,
Just
if you're at home listening right now, Google Bora Bora, and ZB was staying in one of those huts. It's going to pop up on the first Google search.
I was there.
That's where this man was.
Just go to my Instagram at the Bogo Show, and you'll get to see some pics, some cool stuff, man.
Shout out his own Instagram.
Come on now.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, great time. Saw some fish. Saw a stingray. That was pretty cool. Oh, man, yeah. What a time.
Moving into the holiday season.
Yes, perfect into the holiday season. Just what the Bogosians needed. Back at it, ready to get into the work life once again. But, Zach, how has life been for you over the past week and a half?
You know, you left me.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm sorry, man.
Essentially
So
to die
sorry.
in the office. So
how was the office, man?
No food, no water. Computers didn't work. Just sit there and
terrible.
Twiddle your thumbs.
And just kind of sit.
Nah, we had a productive week. It was hard. A lot of people out of the office. Holiday season rolling around. Contest season. If you're familiar in any sales org, you hit your contest at the end of the year. You're out of the office, chilling. Anyways, yeah, had a good work week. Watched some football. I'm actually taking off now, riding off into the sunset.
Yep. Now he's leaving me.
Had some days to burn. Went ahead and used them.
The PTO and stays in Austin. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's staycation.
If they're not gonna roll over, just let them burn. Okay. And I let them burn. I said, if you guys will have me back, if you're not gonna fire me, I'm gonna take these 2 weeks and a couple days. I'm going to spend some time with Z.
With me, myself, and I. You got to love it. Maybe Charles, too. I don't know.
You said it best. Just a little Z time. And Charles. And shout out Ash.
You gotta love that. You got to love that, man.
Go see Ash.
Hey, tell me, Zach, what's the theme of what we learned about college football? Something that we're just going to have to stick with for the rest of our lives.
Let me tell you this, listeners. This is what my grandmother used to tell me. The cream rises to the top.
Cream rises to the top.
And nothing's more true in life, in sports, in Pee-wee football, and I don't know what else you want to apply to it in this Ohio-Purdue game that we're watching.
The French Polynesia, cricket, big sport.
Thank you. Great teams are going to rise to the top, and listen, college football playoff, same thing happened.
It works itself out, Zach. It always works itself out. If you don't recall, episode 8, we talked about all the scenarios. What if a Georgia upsets an LSU? They're in a close one. What if Baylor wins and Utah wins? What if? Guess what? It plays itself out, Zach. It plays itself out.
Yeah.
And you know what? The Jalen Hurts factor is just too much for the committee to overcome. It's an obvious choice, obviously, but I got to admit, I couldn't be happier with how it turned out.
Really?
You got Hurts in Oklahoma, a team that has firepower. I don't think they stand a chance against LSU. But
dude, I feel
to get Jalen Hurts back into in the CFP,
what a story.
Revenge year, let's go.
Yeah, I feel like if you're an OU fan, if you're an OU player right now, it's kind of chip on your shoulder season. No one's talking about those guys. Well, rightfully so. I think they are going to get blown out of the water, so I think the pundits are right on this one. But seriously, like, they're kind of like that defense has turned it around a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're still dangerous
offensively.
Good offensively. You got CeeDee Lamb.
You got CeeDee Lamb. Hurts is great. The running back's solid. There's not much you can. The team's good.
I think where we were a little bit surprised, we did talk about on episode 8. We're a little far removed since we didn't record a pod last week, but a little far removed from Utah, kind of laid an egg in that game.
Ah, man, it really made my stomach sick, man. To be honest with you,
I expected,
tough.
You really would have had a debate there had they won. And then, like you said, OU handled business. Baylor, a little bit too big of a spotlight for them.
Yeah.
Great. Here's
They played hard, man. Brewer goes out. They had the backup.
Yeah.
And even the third string came in, and they played hard. Close game,
listen
one
to this
possession ball
kid,
game.
what's his name? Zeno. Last
Yeah,
name
Zeno.
Third stringer, 4-star, San Antonio, Texas.
And then they got Bohannon as well, and they brought Zeno in. Threw that 80-yard touchdown?
Yeah, Baylor guys said that Bohannon's
love
going
that.
to linebacker and Zeno's the future.
No way.
Which is kind of crazy.
Bohannon's a tank, man. I won't even
Yeah.
lie. I loved watching him play.
Let's see him at Mike linebacker.
Dude, yeah. I as you can tell, I love that Baylor team. We loved him. They're the story of the year. Matt Rule.
Well, let me ask you this, CB. Were you mad that Rule got slighted on Coach of the Year for
Ah,
Ed O?
man.
What do you like or dislike
Yeah,
about that?
it's hard to go. Is it not the year of the
the year of the
LSU
Tiger.
Tiger though? Is it not the year of the Tiger? You got Joe Burrow, you got Ed O. It just makes too much sense almost. But
Dude,
are we
1-11?
overlooking at 10-2 Baylor and Matt Rule just completely changing a program in 3 years? Unheard of.
Arguably a better coaching job.
Are we overlooking a PJ Fleck from Minnesota?
Yeah,
Don't
he
forget
should be in the
Philip John.
conversation.
But I know they ended the year a little weak. But yeah, are we overlooking Ryan Day?
Yeah.
Ryan
yeah.
Day.
Ryan Day. No.
Are we looking over Ryan Day? Has not lost a game as a head coach yet.
Yeah.
I get this is the best Ohio State team in the history of Ohio State potentially.
Yeah.
But
It's like, well,
Jeez.
for me, it's Ed O and Ryan Day and, well, not Philip John Fleck Jr.
It's Rule.
Rule, what did he inherit? He inherited a mess, dude.
A mess.
And,
And
like-
not only this, dude, but the talent is not.
No,
Like,
it's not really there.
I'm giving Baylor props by saying their talent is average. It's
Right.
maybe a little above. It's above average in spots, just like any other program, but all around, it's an average talent pool you're
makes
looking
the coaching
at.
job more
It
impressive.
makes the coaching job extremely impressive. I mean, obviously they got the guy Lynch. He's a first-team All-American at the defensive end. That was awesome to see them get some representation there. But
Swinging a mix by Texas.
their only losses were Oklahoma, both games, and one possession games, both of them.
Yeah. Well,
Tough
you'd
to
like
see, but you gotta love it.
Exactly. You'd like for them to win that one at home that they're up by.
Here's the thing for you.
28 points.
We're on the Rule train right now.
We do love Rule.
Is Rule gonna get some more NFL looks? And
Yeah.
if offered, does Rule take the
dude.
job? Because did he hit Baylor at its peak?
Listen to this. If you're Baylor, you better take out a small loan, form a small army around that man, and defend
And
off
not let him go anywhere.
any interview.
Los Angeles Clipper, this man, DeAndre Jordan. You're not going anywhere. You're staying in the house. We're locking you in,
Dude.
and you're staying here.
I know that conversation. Shout out Colton Tucker, friend of the pod. I know he's having that conversation with his boys
You
in
gotta.
the group text. Defend that man.
You've
Don't let him interview.
Yeah,
Anywhere
just
else.
Block him from all exit doors possible. The
Good
man
guy,
needs to stay. Open up the blank check. Texas Tech did it with Chris Beard. It's time for Baylor to do it with Matt Rule. Open up the blank check.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow on the Heisman stand saying, open up the blank check to Ed O. Do it for Matt Rule, Baylor. Do it for Matt Rule.
Before we get into these college football matchups, take us through. We got early signing day tomorrow. Take us through your ASU Sun Devils, where you guys are at in the offseason, what's going on. Take us through a brief little quip, if you will.
Me and Zach are big junkies, man. Big college football junkies. We're following the recruiting for our programs quite a bit. We're on the rivals boards. I won't even lie.
No one follows an 18-year-old
I won't
kid
even
like
lie.
me
I
and
have
CB.
the official Arizona State men's basketball login, so I can't comment.
Scary.
But
Scary.
I'm constantly on there looking at the reports, looking at what's going on. And today, it's almost like Christmas Eve, Zach. We're looking at early signing day tomorrow. I can't wait to see the new Sun Devils coming in. ASU, we got Herm Edwards, obviously. Danny Gonzalez, defensive coordinator, leaves for
Just takes the
New
job
Mexico.
at New Mexico.
That's fine. Happy for Danny. Gave us 2 solid years.
He's going home.
Word is
supposedly.
Antonio Pierce is coming in as a defensive coordinator. He is now the linebackers coach. Big time recruiting tool, recruiting weapon for
you
Herm
guys
Edwards'
at home,
staff,
this is
man.
Antonio Pierce that played middle linebacker
New
for
York
the
Giants.
New York Giants.
This is the Antonio Pierce. So he's got deep roots in California. So we'll see. But we're looking at the potential of 8 4-star recruits in the Arizona State cycle this year for 2020. That would be big time for Arizona State program. We're usually getting closer to the 4, 5, 6. If we could get up to 8. That'd be huge for us. We got a lot of wide receiver weapons coming in.
Yeah.
Sneak peek, a potential flip coming. Watch out for the silent commit Johnny Wilson. Go from Oregon to Arizona State. See that hat change. It's going to be beautiful tomorrow, folks.
He wants Justin
be
Flo,
great.
too. Look
Justin
out,
Flo, the big-time linebacker, top 5 recruit in the country. He's got it down reportedly to Oregon, USC, Clemson, Miami, Arizona State. Sneaking back in there.
Right in the mix.
Here we go.
Y'all
The Herm train, ride it.
Oh, let's go.
Fill me in on the Longhorns,
Oh,
Zach.
dude, it's been a tumultuous offseason, if you will, which is every offseason.
Love the word. Love the word.
Yeah, look that one up
This
at
man's
home.
been reading his dictionary.
Look that one up at home. No, but seriously, every offseason, as a Texas fan, it's going to bring a lot of ebbs and flows, a lot of heartache. We found our guy on the defensive side of the football. The narrative out there with Herman is we're going with a bunch of safe hires. He's becoming
Interesting.
the narrative's moving a little bit towards this guy is becoming the captain and all the wrong reasons. He's a bit of a control freak. I don't necessarily see that, but you look at Chris
You're
Ash.
still a Herman
Oh yeah,
guy.
yeah, still on the train. Still on the train. A lot of people aren't. Chris
Fine.
Ash hire. He's at Rutgers, or he was at Rutgers
Yeah.
most recently. Won a championship with Ohio State. Used to coach at Iowa State.
I saw Iowa State, yep.
Did some really good things at Ohio State. Inherited talent and then made that talent even better. You know, they had like an overall defense of 12 when he inherited them, and then they went to like 3. And then they flew up the charts in every other category. So I think it's a good hire there. Difference here, we used to run a 3-man front. We got no pass rush this year. Chris Ash runs a 4-man front.
Man, your Longhorns and my Sun Devils are the same. No pass rush. And
So-
you saw just defenses, just offensive, just tearing you apart. It's just tough to watch.
Yeah, so we're going to have to see. And then on the OC search, everybody's up in arms. Graham Harrell. We had an interview. We did not offer Graham Harrell. He was
Breaking news on Look Who's Talking.
Yes,
Graham Harrell was not.
He was not offered a contract,
contract.
people. So whoever's throwing around the $2.3 million that he turned down, it's just not even true.
Zach
all right?
Overby
I'm
is
fired up
breaking-
about it.
This is breaking news, folks. This is big.
Jesus.
This is huge.
To think that Graham Harrell would walk away from $2 million or some crazy offer that someone
to go home.
to
to
some
go
Twitter
home.
guy out there, he didn't get an offer. Okay, Herman backed off. He wants control of the offense. He's gonna hire maybe a puppet guy, which a lot of people don't like.
Yeah.
So we're unsure.
What about a young, fiery recruiter that just doesn't know what he's doing, but like groom him and Herman takes over the offense?
Just talked about it in the pregame.
Love that.
ZB loves this. We need a guy that can go in, elite recruiter on the trail. Sit down in your living room, get to know your mom, get to know your dad. How's this kid? What's he doing?
Exactly.
Let's get him on the football team.
Let's go.
Anyways, tumultuous offseason. The only kid in the group that we need, yours truly, in your own backyard, ZB, Bijan Robinson.
Ah, man.
And it
Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yeah, it looks solid right now. So we got to get
You're
back.
fine. Bijan Stan.
Yeah, we got to get back to running the football, dude. Cedric Benson, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles. You're not going to win any games if you don't run the
You
football.
got to run the football. I'm sorry, Keontae. You're not the guy. You're not the guy.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Man.
Little-
But a late put, it's tough to see. Keely Ringo, top target.
Ringo.
Obviously, would be great to have as
Love
a
to
Longhorn.
see that guy.
Georgia seems to be the favorite from what I'm hearing, but can the Longhorns make a late push in the early signing period?
A lot of crystal
We
balls
shall
out there.
see.
A
Let
lot
me
of
tell you an
crystal balls out
interesting
there.
recruiting story.
Let's hear it.
Arizona State got a running back target, 4-star kid Daniel Nada.
Okay.
Comes from a family that is very, very Catholic, loves the Lord, love that. All for it, except this man was once an Arizona State lean. You want to know why he is not anymore, Zach?
Why?
His mom does not want him to play for a school that's mascot is a Sun Devil.
That's a tough break.
Unbelievable.
That's a tough break.
The head coach is Herm Edwards. This man is a man of the Lord.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
What are we doing? This
Pretty
man
rock
is a
solid.
man of faith.
Hey, maybe we could send it up the chain and get the name changed for this kid.
Can we change the name? Because let me tell you, Benjamin's gone. We need a running back, folks.
Producer
It's looking,
Sam,
it's
way in
looking
there. I mean,
bad.
can you change the name of your school for
Can
one
we do it?
recruit?
They just need to change the.
What
they
do we
just-
change it to?
They just need to make what they need to do is they need to do what the Dolphins did, and they make that angry, aggressive dolphin into
Okay.
into a happy little
A little
porpoise.
smile.
They need
Yeah,
to just change
yeah.
that serious look.
Yeah.
Get those eyebrows a little bit more wide.
Yeah.
Make it a happy
Let me
Lucifer.
tell you this: the Arizona State Sun Angels doesn't have the ring that the Sun
The
Devils
Sun
have.
Devils. Come on into the Valley of the Sun.
Shout
The
out to
devils
that
are
mom.
here. Yeah,
Shout out to that
you gotta
mom.
love her. Overprotective mom, maybe, or a good mom. I don't know, but I'm just saying, Daniel, would love to have you on the program.
Oh my goodness. Another quick recruiting quip over here. When excuse me, when you're going through, when you had a tumultuous season and you underperform and you're firing all your coaches, listen, you are safe if you have a relationship with that 5-star recruit. No one is gonna fire you. Shout out Stan Drayton, running backs coach.
100%.
Great relationship with Bijan. Everyone's getting axed around you.
safe.
And you're like, you've got
good.
You've got the freaking sun
What-
shining on your head.
Once the Longhorns landed Bijan, that man didn't have to do anything
No.
for the rest of the year. He's like,
No.
I'm good. I got my guy.
I got my
We're
job.
good.
Yeah.
No one's going to say anything.
My job's intact. Anyways, I probably care way too much about kids that
Yeah.
are in high school. That
It's
yeah.
fine. Don't worry
I
about
like
it.
that story, Zach. That's interesting about the mascot.
No, it's a
wild,
thing.
dude.
It's a thing.
You're gonna do
We'll-
anything to
we'll
get these
see
kids.
We'll see if Herm Edwards can pull some late magic and get this kid
Where
to
do you
come.
guys sit
even
right
though
now?
we're
Are y'all
Sun
top
Devils.
20 right?
Nah, we're
In the
rivals
40s
31.
somewhere? Cool.
So we'll see.
Good deal. All right, let's get into these matchups. College football playoff, like we said, like my grandmother used to say, the cream rises to the top. She still says it. She's still with us.
You gotta love that.
Anyways, but LSU, OU. We talked about it earlier. A lot of pundits are sleeping on OU. A lot of people aren't giving them a chance. They have a history of pooping their pants in the playoffs. They really do.
Yeah, they do.
Haven't. Besides the really almost a classic game with Georgia, I think it was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Baker and crew taking on and they lose in the triple
Good
overtime,
game.
double
In the
overtime.
Coliseum.
Really good game, and that's when
Good
you
game.
flip a coin where that game's gonna go.
Yeah.
But they have a really bad rep in the playoff, and people don't want to put them in because they keep underperforming.
Yeah.
And they're taking on a really tough LSU team. Do they have a chance here at all, CB?
I'm gonna go 5% chance. I think LSU
Wow.
is gonna win big. Hurts is good. Obviously, they got CD Lamb, and I think that's gonna be if this is gonna end up being a good game and Oklahoma has any chance of winning, CD Lamb's got to destroy his matchup against whatever corner is matching up against him. Singletary probably is gonna be the kid, the freshman that's gonna be on him. But there's not gonna. CD Lamb has to win his matchup every freaking play. You're going to have to see Hurts make some really good throws, and then hopefully what you think LSU is going to do is just make him a thrower in the pocket. They're not going to let him outside the pocket, not going to let him do his RPOs or any of that. So that'll be interesting to see how LSU game plans. I think they made a big statement, obviously not against A&M and then against Georgia and defensively. I think that's why they're one now is – people are like, okay, Ohio State's won now because LSU's defense is garbage, and they took that to heart, man. So
Yeah.
what's going to be interesting is that I think Burrow. Oklahoma's defense has been better this year, but Burrow's been playing some good defenses in the SEC all year, and I don't know, man. I just think LSU wins by a solid 17 or 3 touchdowns.
Well, you gave them a
Three-score
5%
game.
chance to win the game, ZB.
3-score game,
brutal.
man. 3-score game.
brutal.
I think it's like a 14-point spread right now.
Is that?
Yeah, I would
17
take.
Sounds right.
Oh, you're right. 14.
Yeah.
It's the Peach Bowl, so they're going to be
They're
in
gonna-
Georgia. It's
they're
going to be a home game
it's
for the
gonna be-
Tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This team, it seems like a team of destiny.
It's the team
After
of destiny. It's like Virginia of basketball last
Yeah.
year. Team of destiny.
Dude, after watching him play Georgia, he made your boy Jake Fromm look like
Oh,
a child.
jeez.
I honestly, at one point in that game, I felt bad for Fromm. I felt a little bit bad for Fromm. It was like 3-and-out city, and then they were picking on him. The kid, is it Singletary? Who's the kid?
Singletary. The
Are you
corner.
sure?
The corner.
Last name Singletary or
Singletary. Over Singleton. Yeah.
something.
Isn't it like Devin Singletary?
yeah, but dude, he was just picking on him.
Let me
I
confirm.
think he had 2 picks. Whatever his last name is, he's the best corner in the country
Devin.
by a long shot.
No,
No, Grant Delpit took home the award.
you're actually
but
right. It's not him.
No, it's not Singletary. But anyways, he's the best corner in football, and it just seemed like he was picking on our boy game manager Fromm. Shout out Fromm, friend of the pod. But man, that is brutal. So seems like a team of destiny. They're loaded everywhere. They got really, really, really fast receivers. They got the running back. That kid's been working his butt off. He's undersized.
Love that guy.
Been counted out his whole career.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they have a chance either. I would go. Yeah.
I go big. I think LSU big. Yeah, Jefferson. They
Dude,
got Chase, Jamar Chase. who's the first team All-American. I mean, they're loaded on the
The
weapons.
biggest storyline is them dodging Clemson. Is them
Oh my
jumping
gosh.
into the one spot and
It-
dodging Clemson. Because listen, this Clemson team is out for blood.
Dude, Trevor Lawrence's stats
Is
in the
out for-
past like 7 games are kind of nuts. He's thrown. I mean, I'm not saying the competition's been poor. Don't get me wrong, but he's close to 80% completion
Ugh.
percentage. Hasn't thrown a pick. He's thrown about 19 touchdowns too. So
Yeah.
is this the time that Lawrence does what he did last year and just runs through the college football playoff? I guess we'll see, but he's going to be going up against that Ohio State defense, and that is not going to
Yeah,
be fun.
bring-
Let's
bring-
jump into that game.
Yeah, brings us into our next matchup, and that is the storyline. LSU dodged a bullet because this could be, people are talking. This could be the championship here.
Yeah, it could.
Because this Clemson team, even on this podcast, even on Look Who's Talking, yeah, we make mistakes. We've slept on Clemson. I've talked trash about Clemson.
You have.
ZB has said that
I've been a Clemson
Trevor
guy.
Lawrence, he's been on him. He said Trevor Lawrence is asleep at the wheel because the competition
He's bored.
isn't even that good and he's bored.
And
Guess what? Wake up. 'Cause
Wake
you're
up.
playing Ohio State and Chase Young, and that guy can rush
Jeff
the court.
Okuda.
Okuda?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, they're loaded. Clemson's
Loaded.
loaded. Not the same defense like everyone's talking about. But listen, dude, Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence,
Justin Ross.
the kid out there, Justin Ross,
Yes.
who's got the burners.
We got one
on.
more receiver. I'm forgetting his name, but
Yeah.
they got some weapons, man. They got some weapons. They're loaded.
Let's look up the spread in that one.
Yeah,
'cause
I'm
that's
curious what that
Clemson's
is.
Yeah.
a 2-point favorite.
Clemson too.
Clemson is
The
a
nation loves Clemson, and I do too.
Two...
I love
no way.
Clemson
You're
here.
taking Clemson. You're
I'm
taking
taking
Lawrence.
Clemson in the game. I don't know if it's going to be a last-second field goal. Listen to this, and I'm going to tell you my reason right now is because
I don't hate it.
it's because of a guy that we've loved all year long on the pod. We've loved this Ohio State team. You've loved this Ohio State team a
loved
lot. I've loved them too. But listen, Justin Fields,
Mm.
I saw him against Whiskey. This guy was a little bit shaken. He played a really good game.
He did.
But
Took him time to get there, though.
But this is a freshman that's about to play a seasoned, been there before football
Trevor
team.
Lawrence, Dabo Sweeney, this kid, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Ross, if you remember, absolutely shredded a dominant
Dude.
Alabama defense last year. As true freshmen, they're back.
So look,
This will be interesting. ETN's a first-round pick.
J.K. Dobbins, ETN, wash.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins maybe a little bit of a nod. I don't know. He's a really good player.
Yeah, I love Dobbins. I'd give Dobbins a nod, but I also think it's a wash.
It's a
ETN's
wash.
so good,
Their
too.
receivers,
Yeah.
probably a wash. You'd almost do a Clemson lean.
Agreed, actually.
And then the
Clemson
defense.
lean.
You talked about Okuda and then the D line. Those two playmakers, but honestly, probably the
Clemson's
defense.
D
you
is
could
good
probably
all
call
around.
it.
Clemson's got a good
So
D.
listen, it comes down to: are you gonna pick Justin Fields tearing him up over Trevor Lawrence?
That at the end of the day,
if you look at it like that,
at the end of the day, I agree, man. I think that's what it comes down
think
to
they're
with
gonna
this
beat 'em?
game. It comes down to Trevor Lawrence versus Justin Fields. Who makes the plays? Who's composed? Who's poised? Who's ready to win? Who's ready to get the championship trophy? We'll find out. But it's hard not to bet. It's not hard to go with Trevor Lawrence. He's done
Yeah.
it. He's won a championship. He knows what to
Gosh,
do. He's
dude.
cool, calm, and collected. He reminds you of a Joe Burrow, where it's just a guy
Yeah.
who's like the moment's never too big.
kind of weird dudes.
And Fields is young. He's never been in this moment. He's never done this. And like you mentioned, if you think Wisconsin's a big moment, just you wait, man. Just you wait.
Dude.
So can he make the throws? I mean, he's had an incredible year. Also, Kirby Smart, man. What are you doing? Picking Jake Fromm over Justin Fields? Oh, dagger,
Yikes,
man.
dude,
That'll throw you
yikes.
back a
I
couple
know.
years.
Yeah, seriously.
But anyways,
Seriously.
Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, that's going to be the matchup. I got to go Clemson.
Really,
Gotta do
dude?
it, man. I
Look
gotta
who's
do
talking.
it.
He's about to sway the nation into
And I've been Ohio State all year long
You
saying
really
this is
have.
the best team in the country, but it just I think Clemson's hit on all cylinders, and they're gonna play just as LSU the last couple weeks of the season played where our defense ain't good enough. Clemson's playing the
Dude,
just you wait.
Dude.
We've done this before.
yeah. Here's a question for you. Quarterback room. Who you choosing to hang out with out of those 4 quarterbacks? Listen, Jalen Hurts. Every time I look at that guy, he is not talking to anyone on the OU sideline.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. Trevor Lawrence, kind of a weird dude. Joe Burrow, as we
Weird
know,
dude.
is a weird dude.
Weird dude.
Justin Fields, some leadership questions, some like this guy
Yeah.
doesn't talk a lot. Like,
He's got a Kyler Murray vibe to him.
yeah, a lot of these
And
guys.
I love Kyler Murray, but just a quieter dude.
A lot of these guys don't bring the juice for me.
Yeah, you're not getting juice vibes. Obviously, Burrow's got a different type of juice. The
Yeah,
man's the
he brings
Heisman,
it.
but
not
not
like-
familiar with that. It's
No.
a foreign juice. I
No.
don't know.
Even your ASU Sun Devil quarterback, that guy seems to have a little more passion.
Yeah,
than these
man,
guys.
the ice in my veins, Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson. You gotta love that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm interested to hear whoever wins the championship. We're gonna get a legendary speech. I feel like.
yeah.
From one of these guys. It's
Burrow
gonna
might
be
say
great,
something
man.
crazy.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be great. But I'm thinking, and this is what I'm going with, is I'm thinking it's a Clemson and LSU. It's a battle. Lawrence versus
Dude,
Burrow.
dude.
It's gonna be a freaking
Saddle up,
man.
partner.
Dabo versus Edo.
Put your seatbelt on.
You'll get a legendary speech.
If Edo.
Dabo and Edo.
Either one.
Either one wins, it's gonna be great. But I would love to see an Edo speech after a national championship win.
So moving on to our next topic, though, Joe Burrow, he ran away with the Heisman. Speaking of that guy,
Yeah.
he ran away
Incredible.
with the Heisman. We talk about, even on this podcast, we talked about Heisman moments. We talked about Joe Burrow and how he had his Heisman moment. How a lot of other quarterbacks and running backs and Chase Young, whoever was considered, Chase Young didn't even get invited. What about that? Like the group that got invited, Jalen Hurts getting an invite, and you didn't even win Player of the Year in your conference?
Yeah, that's
Chuba Hubbard
so stupid.
Chuba Hubbard won the Player of the
didn't
Year
even
in the
win
Big
your
12.
conference.
That is actually really stupid. How do you get invited if you don't win the Player of the Year in your conference?
Dude, and it's really important. First of all, for your family and for you to be invited, like that's really cool.
Wait. Do you, as a Big 12 guy, do you think Hubbard deserved the?
Well, so listen, I'm
who,
not
who would you have picked?
So best player on the best team, right, is usually who takes this bad boy home. And
Chuba Hubbard. I mean, he had a
Yeah,
legendary season.
legendary
dude.
season.
He
This
really
guy's
was
running over.
great.
He averaged 6 yards a carry or whatever it was, something nuts.
Yeah.
Am I saying that he needed I don't know, but Chase Young and those guys, they need to sit up there and be acknowledged as the best players in the country.
Yeah.
And it's a good storyline with Jalen Hurts, but the eye test didn't do it for me. The stats didn't do it for me.
It should have been Joe Burrow. It should have been Chase Young, and then they both should have been able to bring a friend from college because no one else was even close.
Johnny
Deserve
Manziel
it.
style, bring a
It's just-
friend.
It just
Yeah.
seems so stupid when you're talking about each one and everyone knows exactly who it's going to.
Yeah, it's
and you
kinda
have to
tough.
pretend. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I don't think
Tough to sit
Fields.
through.
I don't love the Fields invite. I don't love. I thought he was great though.
Sure.
I don't love the Fields invite, and I don't love the. I don't love the
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts
yeah.
invite.
It's kind of tough.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Obi
Yeah.
Toppin.
It was a runaway Joe Burrow, Heisman. Then I think he got, what did he get, like 850 first place votes out of 920. Like, he just ran away with it. Yeah, Burrow's the Heisman. Let's talk a little bit about his speech. Did you hear the
Emotional.
speech?
Emotional.
Man,
Dude.
winged it. Didn't even type it all. Like, didn't even write it out beforehand. Just went off emotions. It was good, man. I loved the speech. Loved how he gave class is what I explained. How he gives props to Ohio State. Any guy in that type of a thing where he's sitting at a school transfers
yeah, dude.
is slamming that school. Doesn't even bring him up. Instead, he's like, I want to thank the Ohio State family I was part of. They helped me get to this point. That's class, man. This guy is next level.
Well,
Is
listen.
what I learned after that was this guy has it on the field and he has it off the field.
Listen to this, dude. The three quarterbacks sitting up there are transfer quarterbacks. What does that say? What does that say about the stigma
That is
attached
crazy.
to transfer quarterbacks?
They
Three
succeed.
quarterbacks. They can,
Wow.
They,
Holy
you
crap.
know, so it's like, this stigma that's attached, like, hey, as a fan base, as an ASU Sun Devil, as a Texas Longhorn, as a Texas Tech Red Raider, you see a guy get in the transfer portal, you think one thing, your mind immediately goes to not a team player, you're copping out, you can't push through, you didn't stay through the fire and flames, you got weak when it counted. And listen, like, that's just not the case. Like,
Yeah, I agreed.
Tex-
It It can be sometimes, but
Oh,
it's not the case.
Sure.
Especially in these three instances. You think about it. Burrow, I mean, the dude did take he sat behind a couple guys for 3 years. He sat behind J.T. Barrett, Cardell Jones, Haskins last year.
Gave
but
credit to Ed O.
Gave credit all of them and left. He's like, my time's not going to be here. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to LSU, and I'm going to have my opportunity for my 1 year.
I got to go
2
somewhere
years.
I can
It's
play.
going to be great. Jalen Hurts obviously gives his years,
Class.
his 4 years to Alabama, starts, gets the job taken from Tua, and then it's his time. He
Class
graduates
act.
and goes to Oklahoma. Same with Fields, little more whatever,
Kinda weird.
but at the same time, like he
Sees the opportunity.
They gave the opportunity to Jake Fromm. He won
Beat
it.
him out,
He had
yeah.
it, and then Fields is like, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna
feel
go
like I
play at
deserve to
Ohio
play.
State.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Interesting
can't really
deal.
blame it. Every transfer is their own individual thing that you're looking at, right? It's not no transfer's the same, Zach. No transfer's the same.
Listen here. Don't judge a transfer. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't be generalizing a transfer now.
Come on,
Every
man.
individual scenario is different.
Welcome to the portal. It's
I think
2020
a lot of
almost.
coaches don't like the transfer idea because they really do have to put a lot of their eggs in one basket. But
Yeah,
I
you got to be
think-
careful.
But I think that just goes along with the role as a head coach. Is that with the transfer rules now, you don't have the luxury of kind of having your portfolio. So you invest so many hours with this kid and so many hours with this kid, and ultimately, from a fan standpoint, what you get to see is better quarterbacks on the field.
Yeah.
And so
Better product.
if you have a transfer who's willing to leave a place like Ohio State or an Alabama and go on, that tells you what they're willing to kind of showcase to the nation, that they're willing to leave a program like that so that they have an opportunity to lead a lesser team. OU is a great football school, but it's not in Alabama, especially within the last 6 or 7 years. So, ultimately, it's a better viewing experience for the fans.
Listen, interesting nugget there that producer Sam brought up. This college football head coaching thing is a really tough thing to do. You got it. You're figuring out all these personalities of these kids, and you're making sure that everybody across the board is happy, so they don't just jet and get in the 2020 portal and shoot off to
Wherever the portal takes you.
Arizona Sun Devils.
Once
I don't know where you're going.
Hey, once in the portal, you never know what happens in the portal.
It's kind of creepy.
The portal takes you to creepy places. Zach.
I know weird.
It's interesting.
Transfer
let me
portal.
tell ya.
Next episode.
I'd love to take myself into the portal, see where it takes me one day.
Jeez, man. Come on, man. This guy's going next level, man. Oh, my goodness.
You're going to leave us for another podcast?
Yeah, dude.
You never know, man.
Oh, take your talent.
Maybe the portal will will give us a nice gift. That's what's great about it. You can go somewhere, you can be given something.
Yes,
The portal, give and receive.
It
it's
is the
great.
Christmas season.
It is.
Give and
Tis
take.
the season, right? Bill
Oh.
Simmons, come on the pod. That would be my Christmas present.
Come on, baby.
Come on through the portal, Bill.
Ryan Russillo,
Ah,
Ben Winter,
man.
come talk about golf. I
Yeah.
don't know. Jeez, come on, man. Let's move into a couple of other interesting matchups. We're going to keep it in college football for all you college football lovers who get your
Yes.
fix on Look Who's Talking.
Yes.
John Paul Fleck Jr.
Yes.
And his Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on Bo Nix, freshman of the year. You love this kid. He plays for Auburn. Auburn, Minnesota. Who you got? Who do you like? I'm going to pull up the spread.
Tanner Morgan, Bo Nix, you gotta love it. Minnesota's got two deadly receivers. I'm having a tough time though going against Auburn. They get that big win against Alabama. They got a 9-win season. I think they win. I think they get 10 wins. I think that Malzahn ends the season strong, and then they go into next year with a lot of momentum.
Yeah, I'm riding Malzahn here.
Yeah.
Vegas likes him by 7, by a touchdown. I would take that.
Yeah.
I
think so too. I think Minnesota's wheels kind of are falling off.
Yeah, big
And
stage.
they won 10 games. Great season.
Hopefully, Fleck, motivator of men.
Row the boat.
Yeah, hopefully he can get them juiced up. So that's a
Yeah.
really good game. But I think Auburn might roll there.
Yeah, I kind of think so too.
Michigan, Harbaugh, Bama, Saban.
Wow.
Kind of a Titan matchup.
This is a amazing matchup, folks. I mean, a New Year's Six bowl, Harbaugh versus Saban, Michigan, Alabama. Honestly, if you're looking at this and you're a Michigan fan, if you're looking at the Michigan glasses on,
Yeah.
this is a big
Huge
game.
opportunity.
This is actually a ginormous game.
I was going to allude to that
Bama's
too.
not going to be really waking up for this game, or are they? Mac Jones, the quarterback, you get some momentum going into next year. You kind of get the juices flowing per se.
Yeah.
But if you're a Michigan fan, this is a humongous game. You do not take this game lightly. Get some momentum. Take down an Alabama team that's going to be at full strength for next year.
Yeah.
And let's see what you guys can do.
Who has more to
it's
win?
It's going to be
here,
interesting.
Michigan and Johnny, or Alabama?
Michigan.
Being a 2-loss team, it's like,
Dude, yeah. Well, Alabama would riot in the streets. What?
Nah,
they'd be upset.
they'd be
really
upset for sure.
But I feel like they think their season already is a wash because they're not
Exactly.
in the playoff and not competing
this
for
is
a championship.
Michigan's like Super Bowl. Basically.
This is a ginormous game for Michigan. I can't stress it enough.
Yeah.
Harbaugh does not need this, but if you win this
No,
game and you're Harbaugh,
It's big time. It's
and the
validating.
Michigan fans, and you guys play well, and you ride momentum in the next year, the Michigan hype is going to be at an all-time high going into
Yeah.
2020. This team
Yeah.
might be a preseason top 6-5 team in the country.
Yeah. If you just
we'll see.
right.
I don't think we're going to see the best Alabama team
I don't either.
on the field. I think that for most of those seniors and soon-to-be graduates, they're going to be going.
Well, here's what's
80%.
interesting is Jerry Jeudy, the receiver, he's playing. He tweeted out, he's like,
love that.
there ain't no reason not to play. Let's
Love
go.
that.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
disagree with that.
Where do you
There's
stand on that?
reason.
Where do you stand on that? ZB producer Sam.
You know, my Sun Devils got, Benjamin going to league, Brandon Ayuk going to league, and they're not playing in the game, and I completely respect it.
Really?
Also, we're also playing Florida State in the Sun Bowl. It's not a big game,
take
so
your
I'm not
ACL
really
risk.
that worried about it. It'd be great if we win, get 8 wins.
Yeah.
But I mean, do what's best for you. You're in a position to get millions of dollars from a professional team. Do what's best for you.
Yeah, I think it depends on the position too. I mean, with wide receiver, you always have that like ankle injury in particular. Maybe a hamstring here or there, but I think it's different than a running back, a linebacker, a quarterback. Receivers are typically pretty safe. If you're like a safety or a kind of a secondary, you're probably going to be fine.
I like the kids to play. I lean.
Really?
I hear both sides. Yeah, I hear both sides. I love.
You like them to play. Put on the pads.
Yeah, I just think play.
Hit someone.
I just think you could. Yeah,
Put your hand in the dirt.
I also think you could just get hurt at any time. You could be
Mm-hmm.
running with your trainer.
And you also have played this much.
Yeah.
Why not sit out the whole season?
My point exactly.
Yeah.
Where do you stop with that stuff? But yeah, I like the kids to play, but I understand both sides.
And receivers can also kind of control like
How hard they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to run
Good
across
point.
the middle and
Yeah, good point.
Who
Good
knows?
point.
Okay. Little tangent there on Look Who's Talking.
Yeah,
We've
we'll
gone
take
on a
it.
couple tangents.
Hot
Transfer
take.
portal.
Hot
Who's
take.
sitting out in bowl games? What do you want? Here's another one. Oregon, who played really well against that Utah team that we talked about. They kind of like just bounced back and looked dominant.
Yeah.
And then Whiskey, who gave
Ohio State a fight.
Ohio State a run for their money. They're just not quite there. This will be a really intriguing match.
I like this game. I thinking about it, it's kind of like a game that is I think very similar programs, right? Like I think they obviously play different. They're two different styles, but at a similar
on the cusp
spot, right?
Yeah.
On the cusp.
Always
they're
on
close,
the cusp. Yeah.
but they're not there, right?
Yeah.
I think I personally think this is a big game for Justin Herbert. Herbert's got to show out against a tough Wisconsin defense.
Yeah.
This is going to be big for the scouts to watch and see how he plays, see how he performs, see the reads he's making, if he can go through 1, 2, 3 progressions and still make a play, his pocket presence. I'm interested to see how he does against a Big Ten defense because Pac-12 defenses aren't great, and he didn't look amazing this year.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he does against this. This is going to be big for the draft stock.
Yeah, I kind of like Oregon. I think Wisconsin's favored by a field goal, but I'm gonna go Oregon on this.
It's a good bet. Oregon's defense has been good this year.
Love it.
Yeah.
Bounce back, Oregon. Love you guys.
Here we go.
Love you guys. Pac-12
Love you
after
guys,
dark.
man. Let's go.
Here we go. Next game, which, a lot of things are being said about this game. It's kind of weird, because Texas played Georgia last year, and everyone's Oh, Georgia just slept through it. They didn't want to be there. Okay, Georgia, you're about to play Baylor. Do you want to? You got knocked out. You're gonna be in the college football playoff. You couldn't get there. Or, I mean, I guess they had a chance. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. They were on the cusp of the college football playoff. If they're disappointed, so what? You're playing Baylor.
Yeah.
You're in a Holiday Six bowl.
You are.
Who do you like in this one? I don't know here, honestly.
Personally, I got Georgia. I kind of got Georgia big. Make a statement. Kirby Smart's not a man to let this thing fly again.
Twice, yeah.
2 times in one back-to-back years, no way.
Yeah.
They got trounced last year by Texas. They're not getting trounced this year.
Yeah.
This is the SEC. They have some pride. They also got a guy like Fromm, who I don't love his talent. I don't think he's great. But Fromm is the kind of guy that's gonna go all out and make sure that doesn't happen again.
They're pretty juiced for that matchup.
I think they want to make a statement.
Yeah, I think the Brewer kid might get exposed.
Brewer,
a little bit.
dude, no way, no way.
I said last week I said 2 weeks ago that the Big 12 is way overrated this season.
Yeah,
it's gonna show itself in this bowl game. Georgia's favored by a touchdown, 7 points. The spread should be more like 17.
Oh wow!
And you'll see it happen. I promise. You also just have I don't know.
You hear that, Waco? No respect.
I don't know what the quarterback situation is. I'm sure that everyone's back and healthy, but you come off an injury and then you have to face an SEC defense. You don't even have to know the team. You're playing an SEC team. You just came off of an injury. You've been playing basically the Big 12 for the last 12 weeks now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
It's not gonna be a good.
I love our numbers guy to pull the Big 12 versus SEC in bowl games. I think
you
contrary to your point, I think Big 12 actually matches up pretty well with the SEC, probably because these guys aren't happy to be in the spot.
Well, probably because when the SEC team has to play a Big 12 team, you know what they think?
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
Yeah,
producer Sam doing producer Sam things.
Hating on the Big 12.
Hey, I love the
Big 12. Thing. It's great. It's beautiful.
Let's go, baby. Moving into some other pretty intriguing matchups outside of the Holiday Six matchups. USC. It's a bit of a dumpster fire. Clay Helton's there, but you're rewarding Clay Helton and you're retaining him because he went 7-5.
Yeah.
8-4. 8-4. Yeah, exactly. When I was texting,
this is USC though.
When I was texting ZB, I feel bad about my Texas program from time to time, but then I look over, it's like, okay, another blue blood is struggling.
Me and Zach were texting today.
Yeah.
I shot him over a quick nugget during the workday. USC's recruiting class for 2020 is ranked nationally 81st.
That's tough.
You're USC. You're the University of Southern California.
Dude.
Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart.
Dude.
I mean, keep on going. You guys, this is USC, prime real estate. In the thick of it. Everyone should want to play at USC. You're
tough.
competing against the Pac-12. You actually might get beat out by Arizona State for a top recruit.
Yeah.
That is a joke. That should never happen. And I'm a big ASU guy. That should never happen if you're at USC.
Agreed.
I just don't get it, Zach. I just don't get it. I don't get settling for mediocrity. I guess USC is all about that. Congrats on your 8 wins. I'm happy for it. You're re-upping your guy?
Right.
What?
That does show the fall from grace because you're like, okay, we're keeping Helton because this is the new normal.
What are
for
your
us.
expectations?
This is the new normal. 8, 7, maybe
8 good. 8 and 4 great.
Dude, 10 wins is your litmus.
No, yes.
Dude,
if you're SC,
if you're
10
under or
wins
over 10
needs to happen every year.
Same thing at Texas. Dude.
9 is a bad
Tired of that.
season.
Tired of it.
Ridiculous. But yeah.
Anyways, they're taking on an Iowa team. Who do you like?
I like the Hawkeyes, man. And let me tell you why. The Iowa Hawkeyes, Kirk Ferentz. You gotta love this guy.
We love the
You gotta
Hawkeyes.
love. They got a pass rusher. He's gonna be a top 10 pick. Once again, the Hawkeyes have a top 15 pick. I just love the quarterback they got. I think he's a fighter. I think the Hawkeyes are just a bunch of bulldogs out there. They fight, man. They don't care about these Southern California boys. They're about to go at them.
Death,
play by
taxes,
play.
And look who's
Yes.
talking. Loving Iowa football. We love Iowa football. I'm not sure why, but we love him in Vegas.
I'm a big Iowa
Vegas
football.
has them by 2.
Oh yeah, I'll take Iowa. They're gonna make it a tough game. It's not gonna be pretty. Keaton Slovis, have fun against the Hawkeyes, man. It's gonna be rough. I like Slovis.
Good
But
riddance.
not against this Big Ten defense. Not against Kirk Ferentz.
Good
Death
riddance.
taxes, Kirk Ferentz.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
Gosh. Nothing more consistent in my life.
Yeah,
than Iowa
seriously.
football.
Come on now.
Let's go. Texas, Utah. This Texas team taking on a pretty tough, hard-nosed
Tough
Utah
matchup
team.
for Texas,
yeah, kind
man.
of a tough matchup. I'm really weird in this. Crazy optimistic. I think we beat them, but I'm not sure why. I'm not really sure why we do, but I think we do. What does this matchup tell you?
What's the spread?
What is Vegas like? That
Well,
would be-
yeah, it's
Utah
got to be
by
like
7.5.
I was going to say Utah 7.
Yeah, we've kind of lost Vegas's respect.
Utah
this
7.5.
Is Utah a little bit like, where's our real opponent in this?
So if
That's
Zach,
what you can get caught up in. It's like, yeah. What were you gonna
Zach,
say?
if you
ZB?
recall, I texted you. I said this is in Bora Bora. I texted Zach. Said this is a damn joke.
Disrespect.
The
Well, I texted
disrespect
you
to the
back,
Pac-12.
yeah.
You did. You said Texas is in the right spot.
Utah is
Utah
not.
is not.
Yeah.
And I I just think it's ridiculous that the second best team in the Pac-12 is at the Alamo
Brutal.
Bowl playing
Brutal.
UT. And UT. I know they had injuries, but
Yeah.
they're 7-5 program. This team went 10-2.
No, it's
come on.
disrespectful.
Come
to
on,
Utah.
dude.
Utah has to basically travel to South Austin to play this game.
In
right?
your
This is
backyard, yeah. it's
What
your
in the world?
backyard, dude.
And I'll be interested. I think UT's gonna come out and play. I really do. I saw some on Instagram. They got these new KD cleats.
Oh, it's been a.
Oh,
Thank God they did that.
yeah.
Finally.
Can we get some Kevin Durant
Blessings,
here and
dude.
here?
That
But
means the basketball football crossover's badass.
let's make
If you
it
just
happen.
give it a
Badass,
chance.
completely. Give it a chance.
Give it
Let's
a
make it
chance,
happen.
dude.
But
LeBron
no,
and Ohio State do that.
yeah.
Let our guys
Why
do
can we
it.
not? We got Kevin Durant, the best player on the
Okay,
planet.
glad you said that. But
Yeah, so I think UT. I definitely think they show out. I think they play well. I think they play hard, and finish with pride, especially with this game being with your home fans right there. I don't know though. Utah's gonna come out. I think they're gonna come out and freaking playing hard because I think they're gonna have some disrespect. I
I'm
think they're
optimistic,
gonna feel that.
but what I'm scared of is
This
it
guy Kyle Whittingham, this
disrespected.
coach Kyle Whittingham, he doesn't let shit like that fly.
No,
I'll
dude.
tell you, man.
It was weird how much you. Yeah.
But
I'm
so
a
it's a
little
tough
bit
game
scared.
to play. It's a tough game to call. If I was a smart man, I'm gonna go Texas plus 7.5.
Taking
Utah
the
winning the
points,
game
yeah.
in a close one.
Yeah, I'm scared. I am scared of a pissed off Utah team that comes in and then they trounce a wavering Texas team. What Texas team are you gonna get? You know,
Yeah.
the one that was one
Yeah.
touchdown away from number 1 LSU, or the one that got beat on the road versus TCU.
Gosh,
you
isn't that
know?
crazy to look
Who you
back
gonna
at
get?
it?
Who you gonna get?
You are one touchdown away from beating LSU.
And granted, we're back to healthy. You know,
never
and so,
forget the Keontae Ingram drop at the
Yeah,
end zone.
I was gonna say you had the touchdown. Actually, you just didn't hang on to the
All
ball.
alone,
Yeah.
a man not 20 feet away.
Weird, dude.
And then
See,
Burrow makes the throw of the
3rd
century.
and 17. You bring the
Just-
house. He's falling over.
Dude, rough, man, rough.
God, takes you back.
But yeah, good game.
Your Sun Devils, a Florida State program that's trending down, but now trending up. Mike Norvell.
Mike Norvell, new coach there.
Great hire.
Yeah, man, not much to say about this game. It's gonna be not one to watch.
You think you
Brandon
guys can win it?
Ayuk, potential first round
Oh,
draft
yeah, all
pick,
your guys are sitting.
not playing. Benjamin not playing. It's also a transition game for Florida State. Norvell will be there watching and evaluating the talent that they have. I honestly couldn't even name Florida State's quarterback. I don't even know who
Oh,
the
God.
quarterback.
Dude, I'm so far out on Florida State.
I literally I don't know anything about Florida State. Their running back's not playing either. It's just gonna be a game that's played in El Paso that is gonna be just awful to watch.
Well,
so
that's good.
best case scenario, Jaden Daniels throws for 300, 3 touchdowns, licks the real deal. We have some momentum going into next year, win the game, and going 8-5 with Daniels really looking good. Maybe some of the young receivers come in and show some promise. We'll see. But it's a wash game for me. I got ASU. I think they're going to come out and play hard and win. But I just think it's a wash game for me, man. As a Sun Devil fan, I'm not even excited. What does that say for the nation?
Oh, gosh. Dude.
Jeez.
A bunch of guys sitting out. Last Florida State player I watched was Dalvin Cook. I don't know.
Jameis Winston?
Jameis Winston.
Man, those were the good days.
Jimbo Fisher.
Jeez, dude.
Well, I don't even want to put this match up. But boy, that was just bad. But Boise State, Washington, I'm not that jacked.
Yeah, man.
Two programs that Chris Peterson just left.
Yeah, he's just gone. Like, Chris Peterson randomly announces, like, I'm done coaching.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I mean, I could have swore I thought Chris Peterson was going to coach there for 10 more years. That was my
He's like
expectation.
a really good coach.
Great coach, and Washington's a great program. I was shocked to hear that. Now the defensive coordinator for Washington is taking over. He's doing a terrific job with the program. So we'll see. But yeah, two X's of Chris Peterson. So we'll see, man. ASU actually just hired Boise State's offensive coordinator, so Zach Hill. So
he won't coach.
He won't be
what
there.
Do you do there? Do those guys just like go out on the road and recruit? I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't even know what they do.
I don't really know.
Watch the game and see what kind of talent they got. I don't know.
Interesting deal.
But yeah, man, I guess I got Boise State. They got their head coach still, and Washington doesn't, and they got a nice little freshman quarterback that I like, Bachmeier, I think's his name.
I'm a big Easton guy. Dude.
Yeah, you're a big Easton guy.
I hope Easton torches him.
You're a big Easton guy. If
Bro
Easton
style.
torches him, this is big for Easton stock. Let's see if he does.
He's draft eligible. He's probably going.
I would think he's going. Maybe he's staying. I thought he's not a senior, right?
I don't know, junior.
We'll figure it out.
Eligibility wise, I don't know. Tune back in.
We'll get IT on that one.
We're 9 episodes into this thing, boys. Stick around. We're almost breaking double digits. We're a little college football
Big things
heavy.
happening.
Big things coming.
Potentially talks of gear coming. Zach, shirts.
Who wants a hat?
Hats.
Koozie?
Come on, let's get it going. We might have to ship some out to our top fans. Get the word out. Well, let's. We'll be back next week, folks. Potentially, you going anywhere for Christmas, Zach?
Negative. I will be going to Kerrville, Texas. 2-hour drive from Austin.
Okay.
Homeward bound.
They call that the North Pole.
Well,
of
we
Texas,
might be
They
here.
did.
We might not.
They did.
We're gonna find time to get a pod before these
yeah.
big games come in. But folks, it's the Christmas season. We got to be with the fam. So tune in for the next one when it comes. We'll give you some tips on Instagram and some hints on what's coming, and we'll go from there.
Tips and hints coming your way. Look who's talking. Thought he said hip. Tips and hints. You guys live.
Listen in on Wednesday mornings. Follow us on Instagram. Look who's talking.